Tim Burker, what a race for you today, taking out the championship of Ironman 70.3 Sunshine Coast. Were you expecting to have this kind of form 4 weeks out from Kona?
Yeah, look, I've been training really hard and I've been feeling really good in training. I've been with a new coach now since Cairns 70.3, and I've noticed a huge improvement in some power back on the bike, and showed it to Boo, and I knew I was going alright. Today I found it pretty tough on the bike. Luke and I had a pretty bad swim, and we had to work really hard to get back on. Luke was driving it, and I was trying to help him as much as I can. It just took a bit of the sting out, and I had to. It took a bit of the sting out, and Luke was riding really well, and we ended up dropping a few of the boys, and then we started the run, and you know, about 5k I felt really good, settled in and started to put the hammer down, and got a bit of a gap on the boys, and I felt really good on the run. I haven't felt that good all year. So, and then with 5k to go, I just kind of turned it off a little bit. I didn't want to bury myself, or so yeah, I just took the gas off a bit, but yeah, no, over the moon, stoked.
Luke McKenzie, second today at Ironman 70.3 Sunshine Coast with a fantastic second run lap out there. Is starting to warm up.
Yeah.
Today, how did the race day unfold for you?
Yeah, I wasn't very happy with my swim. You know, I was expecting to swim with the front pack. I've been putting a lot of work in the swim, and just meant that Tim and I had to ride really hard at the start of the bike and bridge that 1 minute gap across to the group. And you know, once I got there, I got to regroup just for a little while, but you know, I knew that if I wanted to win this race, I needed to hit him on the bike, and you know, I sort of set off after Josh for a while, and you know, it just was evident that I was never going to drop Terenzo or Tim or Clayton, and you know, it was you know, I did a lot of work out there on the bike, which you know, I think is something good taking into Kona. You know, I know my bike leg's strong, and I wanted to have a really strong run off the back of that, and like I said before, you know, training for the full marathon, I knew that the 21Ks wasn't going to be an issue. It was just about how much speed I'd have. I've been training really hard, so I haven't eased up much. I thought, you know, I'll either do well in this run and run well like I have in training, or I'll be a bit tired from the training, and I was just sort of lucky that I hit it.
Caroline Steffen is the ambassador for this race, Ironman 70.3 Sunshine Coast. It's great to go back to back and win again.
Yeah, definitely. To be an ambassador, local and defending champion, I wouldn't call it big pressure, but I really felt like I should win that race, and I'm really over the moon. I've done it back to back. It's an amazing feeling.
Cool. So what were you feeling on the bike today? You're in a group with Radka Vodikova and Annabelle Luxford. Did you think, you know, did you all have to work together, or were you waiting for the run?
I spoke to the girls on the bike, so let's work together a little bit, because there was a gap to the second bunch, and Annabelle and I, we did a couple turns, which was really good, and we worked together a fair bit, and Radka had a big problem on the second lap, so we dropped her and started running together, and yeah, pretty much what I thought, how the race gonna unfold. I was pretty sure Annabelle and I are gonna start running together, and I had a certain plan in my mind how I want to execute that run. And
yep. Annabelle Luxford, second today at Ironman 70.3 Sunshine Coast. This is great preparation for you in 4 weeks' time for the big race in Kona.
Yeah, I'm really happy to come out here today and kind of put together a solid race. Yeah, I felt quite sort of comfortable the whole day, maybe not as speedy as I sometimes would, but I'm not that used to Ironman prep, so but very happy to come second, and Caroline did a great job to win.
So we know that you're a dominant 70.3 racer. Is it good to get back onto that circuit and get a podium spot?
Yeah, it is nice. It's nice to get back out racing, and I really do like the half Ironman distance.
Radka Vodikova, third today in a great race that you seem to race well here at the Sunshine Coast. How did your race unfold?
Race started very good. I came first out of the water, which I really wanted. And then I kept pushing on the bike with the two other girls, with Caroline and Bella, and it felt great, but in the beginning of the second loop I got dropped in the rolling hills here at the beginning, so I had to suffer along the second loop, and the wind was picking up, so it was really hard, but I felt good on the run, but I was surprised that there were so many other girls close behind me, so I had to push all the way to the finish line, so it was a hard race, but I'm very happy with my third place today.